Welcome back. In the previous part, we had a very interesting scene with the Chancellor, but now it's a new... Whoa! It's definitely a new day, everyone. I like this background. I'll have to check inside that store, see if we can get some new clothes. Although I do have some DLC now. Wow, even the NPCs look good. Why are you staring at a sign that says open? How strange. I do want to talk about what we learnt at the end of the previous part as well. From the Chancellor. Just, gotta bide my time until we have a resting point. I see some books over there. Is there a woo baby? There better be a woo baby. I'll be very disappointed if there's no woo baby. Dormitory. Oh, there's a jacket on a bench. I said bench is clearly a chair, but, Wow, a mirror. Impressive.
Okay, all set.
That's cool. She's actually got a laptop.
We said we'd walk to school together, and she just up and leaves while I'm still asleep. Dad, Mom, Ken, and Nana.
Somebody please tell me I can get that picture as a background somewhere. Please?
Wish me luck. I'm gonna give it my all. I won't lose to any of these Imperials.
That was a very quick flash.
Strike!
Also, I'm assuming Yuna is actually sharing a room with Altina because I saw some of the parts for Altina's costume, whatever you want to call it, on the shelf behind her.
Not bad. I simply need more experience. Despite all the battles we went through yesterday, he was never short of breath. The 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School.
And his eyes did go red a little bit at one point.
It's impressive to be sure, but nothing compared to what Father Mueller and Uncle Zex can do. I suppose the Ashen Chevalier simply relies on the power of his Divine Knight.
Yeah, just you wait until you find out.
Oh. Good morning.
Good morning, Yuna. I take it you're headed out as well?
Yeah. Are you all done with your training? It's pretty impressive how you do all that every single day.
Well, it's something I've been doing from a very young age, so it's just part of my morning routine.
I can admire that.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry about before.
Really? I thought we'd already moved on from something. I'm assuming it's the something.
Huh?
You know, when I slapped you.
See, this is what I'm grateful for at this point. Just very much the idea is like, this is why I was like, don't be Elisa. It's like, because I was so... What's the best way to put it out by what was happening with Elisa, because she held a grudge and stuff like that in Cold Steel 1, that I didn't want a repeat of that. I wanted that just dealt with and done. It was a funny moment. Her slapping him made sense, all that type of stuff. I just wanted to not have the same story again. So This is very nice here, the fact she's like, no, you know what? Let's get over this really quick.
I know it wasn't your fault, and I shouldn't have gotten so angry. It was childish of me.
Ah, that.
I like how it's not an issue. It's not a thing. It's fine.
I'd like to apologize too. But have you been wanting to say that for the past 2 weeks?
It's been 2 weeks. At least we moved on with it in the story.
Considering how much you dislike Erebonians, it's very thoughtful of you.
Although I say like a shock that it's been 2 weeks. We had the bit at the start where it's like a new day, everyone. Jump forward 2 weeks. Stupid me.
I don't dislike the people here. Yeah, I've got my problems with the country, but this is between people. When I mess up, I make sure I apologize.
Again, I can respect Yuna here. The fact she's separating the country from the people. Good.
Especially considering what I said about your swords. I mean, you practice every day, and...
Ah, right.
And they'll be way more useful than a couple of weapons as old as the Great Collapse.
I don't know, that just seemed like playful banter.
Don't worry about that. Besides, like I said, my training is just part of my morning routine. Out of curiosity, is everyone from Crossbell like you?
Huh? Like me how?
Oh, I don't mean to offend.
You may just have.
Very straightforward and good-hearted. Probably the type to be easily tricked.
Ooh.
Hey! Wanna run that by me again?
Like I said, I don't mean to offend.
Then stop saying things like that.
I'm glad to have a classmate like you whom I can trust. Though I don't know if I can trust your skills just yet.
You're a real piece of work. Well, let's start over. Glad to be your classmate, Kurt.
Hello, you two. Good morning.
Altina? I thought you left for school already.
I received a routine status call early this morning. I didn't want to wake you, so I took it in the study room. If I disturbed you as I was leaving, I apologize.
No, I was out like a light. But wait, what do you mean, routine status call?
Sorry, that is confidential.
Then why even bring it up?
Well, in any event, it's nearly time to head to class.
Like, just make up some lie.
We're all in the same class anyway, so why don't we walk together?
I do not mind, but I believe the correct term for my presence would be a third wheel.
Whoa, steady on there.
Judging by what I've seen, your relationship has progressed.
Our relationship? What? No, that's not what's going on.
She certainly words things in a distinct way.
Indeed. I want to have a wander around town, speak to people. Bonnies.
Leaves is such a nice place. I can't get enough of this homey atmosphere.
I noticed the chapel over there, or church, depends. I don't know at this point, but yeah, we got the symbol of the Septune Church on it.
It's so peaceful and laid back. And it's got some great shops.
I shall have to find out.
Agreed. It's a good halfway point between rural and urban. We're just the right distance away from Heimdall.
The previous owners of this land were a noble family. After they lost ownership of it, the government attempted to convert it into a resort. However, that plan fell through. It's said the half-finished buildings from that were used to create the campus.
Well, you sure do know a lot.
I suppose that explains why the branch campus is so large.
All that aside, I didn't think the Empire's military academies would be this tough.
Yeah, I've just noticed that Trista radio station.
I get combat training and practical exams, but math, history, even art? Isn't this workload way beyond what you'd have at a regular high school?
Well, here in Erebonia, the pen and the sword are both held in high regard.
There's a bakery cafe. Oh my god. I have to spend most of my time there.
Especially at Thors. It's a prestigious traditional school founded by our most notable emperor. That legacy won't change simply because this is a branch campus.
However, it seems the main campus has changed significantly this year.
I wonder if we'll get to see it.
Ah, yes.
Huh? I don't get what you guys are talking about, but looks like we're gonna have to give it 110% here. Let's kick all the other classes' butts.
Well, if you say so. However, most of our lessons are held with the other two classes anyway.
Homeroom is the only one we have without them.
Oh, right. I guess it makes sense given the small number of students, but that means Class 7.
Well, well. If it ain't the chosen ones strutting off to class together.
The chosen ones?
You're...
I think he's in Class 8.
Good morning. Is there something we can help you with?
Nope, not a thing. Just wanted to get a little peek at the class taught by the hero of Erebonia.
I do want to learn more about these medals that they've got, though. Wonder if he's some kind of scout based on what his icon shows.
Class 7, huh? I'm sure the view is just great from up on that pedestal of yours.
Alright, calm down.
Sorry to disappoint, but we're being treated the same as any other students.
Yeah, it's not like things are going to be different for us just because our instructor's famous.
Oh yeah? Then why'd they go out of their way to make such a small class?
I mean, I looked at it more like these are the rejects, the ones left over. Where do we put them? Shove them in Class 7.
A little kid who's clearly too young to be here. Some rich pretty boy with fancy hair. Oh, and a loud, unruly foreigner from some sob-story country. Oops, my bad. Not a foreigner anymore, huh?
All right, we understand. You're a tough guy, but that's quite enough. If you have more to say, I'd be happy to talk with you further after school.
Not bad. You've got more spine than I gave you credit for. But the one I've got business with is...
I'm so happy to see everyone getting along.
Oh my.
Oh,
I do wonder how these two are going to join Class 7, though.
She's from Class 9, Military Finance.
Hmm?
Good morning to you all. The weather is just splendid, isn't it? But if you spend too much time out here chatting, the bell will ring before you know it.
True.
you all done messing with us?
Me? I'm not here to mess with you. Well then, see you around.
Then what?
I hope you all have a lovely day. I'll see you again for the classes we have together.
What's that blonde guy's problem?
Like, seriously, what do the icons mean? It's like, yeah, they probably mean, like, what class they're in and stuff like that, but what do they literally mean? That's what I want to know, because it's like, okay, if this is, like, their symbol for Class 7 on this medal, what is the symbol? That's what I want to know. What is that?
I can't believe they let some punk like him into a military academy.
He obviously had some issue with those of us in Class 7. No, not us exactly, but...
Oh, shoot!
That's a very strange bell.
We better hurry, or we'll be late to homeroom.
You're right. Let's get moving.
Whew. Hard to believe it's been 2 weeks already.
Strangely, I do like the fact they've still got the run speed slightly wrong for the little models. It's like, you're not running as fast as you should be there, but okay.
It warms my heart to see all the students trying their best. The classwork here is much more difficult than at the main campus, so I'm sure it's tough on them.
Yeah. Then on top of that, training exercises were added onto their curriculum. We didn't have anything like that at the main campus.
We did, you just didn't turn up.
Thors branch campus. I think I'm starting to understand what the government's trying to do here.
Oh, but I don't think that's the only reason for this place.
Yes, again, I want to talk about this.
In keeping with Thor's tradition, we'll also have those days to look forward to.
Free days!
Yeah. I'm sure that'll be a relief for them.
You're the one who's probably going to end up doing it.
I'll tell my students about them after school, alongside the club announcement.
Got it. Thanks for taking care of that. Well then, Instructor Rean, let's give it our all today.
God, Towa's just adorable. Also, someone told me to look at how many belts people have. Like, dear God. Like, Towa's got three belts on each wrist.
Likewise, Instructor Towa.
Why do you need so many belts? Chapter 1, Reunion. But whose reunion? Black screen. It doesn't say bruh on the board. Very disappointed.
This is the formula.
For what?
You will need it when calculating trajectory. Make sure you commit it to memory.
Someone let me know, is that an actual formula? Does that make sense?
This is known as Gross Domestic Product, or GDP for short.
But I know that is an actual thing, so...
By the way, the GDP of the Empire of Erebonia rose 42% last year compared to 2 years ago.
What? 40? 42? Wow. Probably due to Crossbell, obviously.
Today's task is walking. Sounds easy, right? Well, let me tell you, it won't be.
What we've done is we put nails in all of your shoes. Have fun.
We'll be marching, so I need to see perfect posture and formation while armed. Even combat tactics got worn out by this.
Ah, the War of the Lions.
The War of the Lions.
Well, someone let me know on the grammar here. Shouldn't the T in the be capitalized or not? I don't know.
Said to be the largest turning point in the history of the Empire. The end of this war brought us to our modern era. Today, we'll be looking into the events leading up to the war that caused it to develop the way it did.
The way he explains it, it's actually pretty easy to understand.
God damn him and his excellent teaching methods. Oh, it makes my blood boil.
An interesting perspective.
Oh, I see. I'm actually learning a lot. He's so dashing.
Oh, there we go. Because I'm wondering, like, with the, what was it, Class 9 was the finance? It's like, I'm wondering, is that the symbol for Mira that they have? I don't know. It could be. It was making a really loud noise. I'm not sure. I think my PS4 is making a really, really loud noise. It's really pushing it to its limits here, this game. Looks like that's it for today. How'd you guys hold up? Tired. I was prepared for the coursework to be difficult, but even so... We're just piling more work on us, just as we're getting used to the old place? Not yet, but I may end up needing to do just that. The curriculum here at the branch campus is pretty diverse. It'd probably be a good idea to prepare yourselves for even more work down the road. If only there weren't so many lectures. Energy consumption greater than expected. Sheesh. Tomorrow is a free day, is it not? Seriously, my PS4 is quite loud right now. Like, really? Really? Okay. That's right. In fact, I was just about to explain. Alright, the entrance guide mentioned that, didn't it? How is it different than a normal day off? First part where I'm not re-recording certain bits, I go and mess something up. It's like, Think of free days as normal school days, but without any classes. On free days, you can study, train, or pursue one of your hobbies. If you get permission beforehand, you can even go visit Heimdall for the day. Oh, that's kind of cool. Are we that close then? Also, my PS4, slightly less loud now. Like, I've never heard my PS4 get this loud. Wow, that's a lot more freedom than I expected. I figured it was going to be some rest day with a ton of rules and restrictions. That doesn't sound too bad, though. Well, it's just one of the things that makes Thors. However, though you're generally free to choose what you do, there is one mandatory task tomorrow. You'll need to choose a club to join. I can actually join a club this time. Really? A club? Hadn't thought there would be clubs at a school that was only just founded. There's a requirement from the principal himself. Himself? Herself? It's like 2 used to call Steel 1 and 2. She said as long as we're using the Thors name, student clubs are a must. You'll be allowed to apply for a club as long as you have at least 2 members. 2? Okay. But also see about getting your club the proper equipment. Oh, and any students who don't join a club will be put on the student council, where they'll work directly under the principal. Sounds dangerous. What is it with this place? Everyone here's too over the top. So we're being forced to choose then. We have until tomorrow, correct? Right. I recommend you start thinking about it after school today. If you need advice, feel free to talk with any of the faculty members. Remember, we're here to help you. Understood. I prefer just having you assign me a club. Also regarding the new course at the end of the week. Exclamation! Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Hansa Soldat training. Ooh. That's right, the training units have arrived at the hangar. You'll be joining the combat tactics students for basic maneuvering lessons. After that, we'll discuss the special lessons, the first of which will take place this week. Oh? Triple dot. The special lessons. I was curious about those. There's likely no point in us asking about them now, is there? Sorry, but not even us instructors have been filled in on it. Anyway, focus on tomorrow for now. Think of it as a day to spread your wings and lift your spirits. That concludes homeroom. Can I have you lead the class here, Altina? Understood.
Stand. Bow.
School building, first floor. Instructor's room. Well, tomorrow is the free day. It is essentially a free day for us faculty members as well. However, I'd like you all to join a briefing at 3 p.m. A briefing? It's starting to sound really military in here all of a sudden. Is it perhaps about? That's correct, the special lessons that will be held next week. And I see. That's the only info we're getting for now, eh? If this top secret, I guess it's gotta be bigger than even Panzer Soldat training. All of the students will be joining in for these lessons, correct? Correct. Without exception, all students and teachers from Class 7 through 9 will participate. Please report at 3 p.m. tomorrow to the Tactical Conference Room in the main building. That is all for now. Sheesh. He's the picture-perfect model of a hard-ass rump guy, that's for sure. The way I hear it, things are only gonna get more army-flavored around here. Yeah. Seems that way to me, too. That key place, the Panzer Soldats, and that freight train. For a branch campus, this place is far too well equipped to just be some throwaway porn. Yeah, that's true. See, that's what I want to talk about. I know the main campus was renovated as well, but wouldn't be surprised to hear that just as much mirror was spent here. What bothers me though is, where is it all coming from? And if they're dropping that much cash here, what are they expecting in return from us? Man, what have I gotten myself into? Get me out of this crazy place. Instructor Randolph. Well, I mean, we can't really stop you from leaving, but... Come on now, I'm just kidding around. I'm not just gonna drop my responsibilities like that. Besides, the kids in combat tactics seem like they're gonna be a fun group to work with. Anyway, think I'll head out now. Let's both go check up on the kids, see if they need help with their big club decision. Yeah, got it. Well, wheel, yep. See you later. They have automatic doors? Can't help but feel like there's a wall between us. Yeah, and a door. He just left. What are you on about? Really? I don't get that impression. He's easy to talk with, and he seems to care for his students. No, he's definitely a great instructor. It's just a year ago I fought against one of his comrades. Who's that? So I didn't imagine he's got a very high opinion of me. Someone will actually tell me in the comments who he is. It's like, no, I know, that was a joke. And honestly, I can't really blame him. Rean. Anyway, I'll go check in on the students and head back to the dorm for the day. I'm sure picking a club on such short notice isn't going to be easy for them. Yeah, good point. I've said it before, but let's both keep doing our best. Can I wander around now? Faculty Lounge. I feel like there's a wall between me and Towa, and a door. Now then, school's done for the day. It's got a different feeling to it than when I was a student. Kind of refreshing. Maybe I'll walk around the campus to get a feel for it. Exactly! I can chat with some of the students while I'm at it. And if they've got any problems or need advice, maybe I can help them out. I should also talk with the principal and the other faculty members. Indubitably, you can now view the character tab in your notebook. The character tab lets you read profiles and additional information on certain characters you've met. Additional information can be added to the profile through specific conversations, events, etc. The quick travel menu is now available. Open the quick travel menu with the square button and select the location you visited before to instantly return there. The quick travel menu will also display the locations of key events and your comrades. Yes. Oh, lovely. There's Towa, look. Event markers, yes. Right, so let's actually talk about what I want to talk about. So the Chancellor mentioned two things. Ooh, things popping up in the bottom left. You have two things that I feel are worth note based on what he said at the end of the previous part, which was recorded about 2, 3, 4 weeks ago for me. Yeah, finally got the game now. That was the demo. Right, so what did I want to talk about? That's a good sign. Completely forgotten already. No, he mentioned the prince. So I'm assuming, based on what he said, like this campus is Prince Olivert's doing, which explains why like all the rejects have been sent here. Is the best way. The trash has been sent here is because of the Chancellor sending them here to sort of like mess with his plans, sort of thing. But he also mentioned the fact his wings had been clipped or something like that. So that means Oliver does not have access to the courageous at this point either. Like we knew from Toval's scene at the end of Cold Steel 2, that would probably be the case, but it's definitely confirmed here now that, yeah, he does not have access to the courageous. Right, so we need to tour the branch campus. So let's have a look. We've got several events around. Okay. Do we have any BP or anything like that? I don't think that's the case at this point, but we'll have a look in. So any shinies or anything? Can I run? I can run. I can what's the turbo button again? What's the turbo button? You put the turbo button there? Left-hand side of the touchpad. How strange. Look at these bins. Wow, I need a plant like this. Impressive. A photocopier. Wow, we are really high-tech here. Photocopier. Right, so what's this room? Tactical conference room. The door to the tactical conference room is locked. Okay, very well. We got branch principal room. Oh, hello. Gramophone. Lovely tea set. Good, good. I think actually some vinyls. Cool. Still looking for a copy of Woo Baby. I don't see one on the shelf. Very disappointed in you. A chess set. Could it be? No. At least we got a better copy of Christ Who's Gonna Die First. But I don't see a copy of Woo Baby. What's the one in the bottom right? Something... no... broken? Or I don't know. So someone let me know. See if you know what that is. So anyway, the principal. It's almost time to call it a day. I trust things went smoothly for you today. Looks like you have a good grasp on this whole teaching thing. No, I wouldn't say that. Every day I'm reminded of just how much more I have left to learn. Just like the students, I have to keep learning and improving myself all the time. Good, good. Oh, so humble. You look like you want to say something, though. There's no need to hold back on my account. I'm still having trouble wrapping my head around it. The golden herself here. Do you find it funny too? I do. Seeing me in such a mundane place as this, after everything I've done. See, this is the thing, is that it seems mundane, but what is Oliver up to? He's clearly up to something with this place. Triple dot. To be honest, I've been feeling weaker ever since we lost the Civil War. Though I was still somehow able to accomplish my role last autumn. The Northern War. Good, I want to learn more about this. Whoa. Our invasion of the autonomous state just north of the Empire, Northumbria. There was a war of retaliation against the Northern Jaegers, who were based there. We were all called upon by the government. You were there too, if I recall. Yes, though Valimar and I weren't put on the front lines. Honestly, I don't think we could even call what happened there a war. You and Brigadier General Wallace, commanding the provincial army, equipped with the most advanced Panzer Soldats available. The assault in conjunction with the tank unit was relentless. And Northumbria followed the same fate as Crossbell. The same, but not quite. It would be more accurate to say it was driven to the same fate by our dear Chancellor's design. Triple dot. Indeed. In any event, the battle was a good turning point for me. The provincial army was falling apart after the Civil War, but thanks to the Northern Campaign, we were able to salvage it. As the Countess of my family, I had planned to leave the army to Wallace, find myself a husband, and pop out some heirs. But then, for some reason, I was called to be principal here. Fate is an intriguing thing indeed. For some reason, huh? Now, did the Chancellor do it, or did Oliver do it? In any event. Tomorrow will be our school's first free day. Relax and stretch your legs a bit. But be sure to help our students out with their club decision. Right, understood. Oh, and as I said, those students who don't join a club tomorrow will be forced into the student council. If there end up being too many, I'm putting you in charge of them all. I'll do my best to avoid that happening. Also worth mentioning at this point, as I don't know if some people know or not, the plan, I'm going to go speak to her again actually, the plan is to do 2 parts of Cold Steel 3 a day from here on out. Also, I'm counting this as Monday's part, like second video today, because, you know, it's close enough. So there's going to be 2 more parts on Tuesday, which is today from my point of view. But yeah, I'm recording this, like hour and a half ago from your point of view, probably. Yeah, but the reason we're going up to 2 a day is so we can get much more talking in. Much more talking, because I'm going to speak to everyone these days. That's how much I've advanced with this now. I hear you used to help Hershey with her student council work when you were students. Perhaps student council advisor would be a good position for you after all. Well, I don't think that'll be necessary. Besides, it'd be best if the students all chose a club on their own anyway, right? If that's what you think, then do everything you can to help them out tomorrow. If you'd rather not be student council advisor, that is. Right, so that's the same. That's the point we're getting to now. If they start repeating dialogue, we're done. Yeah, we're advancing that much. It's like some people are like, oh, you're doing that? Yes. Yes, we are now. We will eventually do that again with Cold Steel 1 and Cold Steel 2. Like I mentioned previous, we will be going back to them. Alright, so let's go in here first. What's this? Storage. Oh, hello. Any copy of Woo Baby? Like any school should have a stock of Woo Baby around. Come on now. Phew, there we go. Oh, Major Irving. Are those new packages? Yes, recreational equipment from Principal Legreen's household has arrived. He thought they might help the students decide on their extracurricular activities. He did all this just for the clubs? I'm impressed. In addition to the recreational equipment, Principal Legreen is personally footing the bill for a number of things. Though it's true that this academy is heavily funded by the Imperial government, those funds are limited to things that are deemed necessities. None of this club equipment she bought would be considered essential, but this is the golden Nakshasha we're talking about here. Nothing is going to stand in her way. There's no stopping her. I can at least control the funds to some extent. I see. Major Irving of the room. He works for the government, but he's really business-minded. He's really different from Major Claire, even though they're colleagues. Indeed. Principal Legreen really has a wide range of hobbies. Chess, musical instruments, various sports. She must be very skilled. Alright, so yep, okay. Right, so let's get you done on this side, and then we'll probably end this part. In the library, you can find many books that explain history and concepts found in Zumeria. That's the only thing we're probably not doing, by the way. Because I want to learn throughout. In addition, since new books are added to the recommended reading corner, each chapter checks back. I'll probably do that, though. Probably do that, actually. Check back every so often to see if a new book catches your eye. Some books will be automatically recorded in the book tab in your notebook after you read them once. This way you can reread them at any time. Looking for a copy of Woo Baby. Seriously, where's Woo Baby? It's almost like it's been expunged from the world. This is not at all. Where's Woo Baby? Where's my Woo Baby? Red Moon, I was told to read that, by the way, so I might do that at some point in the future. It might be an idea, like, I'm looking at the shelves in case you're wondering for Woo Baby. In case you're wondering what we should do, that sentence made more sense in my head. I'm going to just do like that, because then they should be in my notebook and I can read them at a later date, can't I? Based on what I just did, although I didn't seem to have the option there. For books. Maybe. So if I went and then are they now in it? I don't know, maybe we'll find out at some future date sort of thing, but just in case. Ah, there we go. Good. So the recommended reading is there. Okay, so the other things are still going to be around completely, I assume. Like, these things will always be around. Whoa! The 4 great houses. But there's 3 houses. Oh no, that's Fire Emblem. A game that's extremely similar. But anyway, let's speak to her and then we'll be done. Can you... There you go. Tatiana? Tatiana. From history books to novels to children's storybooks. Oh, this library really has it all. You there, looking for something specific? Alright. Oh, sorry, Tatiana. I didn't mean to surprise you like that. Instructor Rean, no, I'm the one who should be sorry. Are you just scoping the place out? Guess you're somewhat of a bookworm, huh? Yes, my father loved reading. He's the reason I got so into them. Don't just limit myself to one genre either. I like to immerse myself in all sorts of worlds and fantasies. But I'm no good with scary ones. I see. Well, I am the history instructor, you know. I'd like to think I'm pretty well versed as far as that goes. So let me know if I can help you out in any way. Of course, thank you very much. Lovely. Oh, we should actually speak to her again. Instructor Rean, thanks for the kind offer. I'd love to talk history with you, if you have had the time, that is. Is it going to be the same? Yep. Okay. Right, so that's us done for this part. So, tomorrow, sort of, later. Depends on where you are in the world. So, we'll go with tomorrow, because it makes more sense. Tomorrow, what we'll do is carry on wandering around here, and down into town as well, and go, umbrellas! Yes, umbrellas. And yeah, we'll go speak to pretty much everyone we can. Don't know what we'll do after that. We'll find out. So see you in the next part. Ta-ta! For now.